Hello everyone. I want to thank you guys for joining me in this video. My name's Eva. Today we're going to focus in our healing meditation on the gift of grace, the state of grace. And we're going to allow this light, the light of grace, to show us, to awaken our memory from within us of our eternal beingness, of our eternal love, the state of our eternal being in love, and to illuminate the nature of life that is within everything around us. Life is eternal. Life is the all-pervading unity. Nothing could exist apart from life. So instead of focusing on any kind of specific fear or pain or trauma, we are going to focus on that illumination that is coming forward to awaken the memory of who we are in truth from within us, and to allow that truth to illuminate all that is around us as we go forth, to assist us in making choices in each moment towards love, to assist us to carry the memory of love within us so that it is easier for us to see in each moment which path each choice will lead us down, and which path is going to lead to our peace and our expansion and our reunion with ourself and with the all-pervading unity, and which path will continue to lead us down looping time and separation and pain and fear. As I see it here on earth, we are all experts in fear. We are always sort of attempting to alleviate the suffering of what we experience. So it's not so much about investigating that, even in different multidimensional perspectives. The work of this time now, as I see it, is to remember our eternal reality in love. We know how it feels to be in fear. So as I see it, we don't really know what it means to be ourselves in love. I think most of our ideas in the world of form about love are more ideas about self-grasping and self-cherishing and sort of exclusionary, limited, desirous attachment. Not to say that those kinds of relationships can't be imbued with the light of true eternal love, but if we seek for it in those sort of limiting ways, we're really cutting ourselves off from the eternal love that is all pervading, and the love that will shine the light of the truth to awaken. But it's not so much awakening from the dream as it is remembering that we are dreaming. My cat's here and she wants to say hello. This is Steve. Stevie Nicks, my cat. She's a good girl. Very powerful kitty cat. So taking deep breaths, nice deep breaths in and out of our heart space. If you are feeling resistance and fear, I recommend that you bring that, now she's rubbing on the camera, that you bring that up to the surface, and if anything comes up now, to be brought to the surface. You might not understand it. Don't in my recommendation, don't cling to the desire to understand it. We are here simply to let it go. It's coming to the surface in the way that it's meant to be coming. If it's just a feeling, if it's an inkling, depending on your, how your multidimensional senses present themselves, it could be vision, it could be thoughts, hearing, but don't cling or don't try for experiencing in any of those levels to what is attempting to be released from you. Let's let it come up to the surface and be released. As we put ourselves now in the presence of the eternal all-pervading unity of the formless eternal divine, the life that we all share, the life and love of the living God, source creation. As we open all channels of light, all energetic meridians, all multidimensional layers of our bodies, opening the connections in between these layers into unity and awareness. Allowing this light of the truth to, again, illuminate our perception, illuminate our perspectives, to make clearer choices. And this is not only in action, what am I to do, but it's in the mindfulness of our thoughts. Thoughts that you think about yourself, about others, judgmental thoughts, thoughts of separation, of attack, of vulnerability, of what you believe that you are. Allowing, as you breathe each breath, for this grace to expand in your present awareness, to shine the light of love on yourself and on all brothers and sisters, all living beings, all life on this planet and on all others. Nayayun tasay tayo kawosho na nasni tayania nukuntai. Iandeshita kwa kuania sanita tayayo shono sondai siai. Kayo na inishananda sayo kwaya na shanasana kani. Yandu hani shanai natwa kanaginta sanatiaya kuanita. Kiayo toayaya shanasana kanitara duishia. This is assisting to expand in the belief of yourself as you truly are, to hold the belief of yourself as an eternal being, kinandosni shinitokatishi, as a being of perfect love, kihatoshonosani kanakunati, as a being incapable of fear, as a being incapable of being attacked, of needing no defense. Shinisani no andusunanta satuhariki, yananua shanana sinini antabora, yanduarai siashata seita kani, yanundo samata rayanta sanishana sanatuaiki. Sanandos nandu abayandu shonos sondabaita, atukuata shatusua shanahita, yanadu sonondo ahiananda sanashanakania. Niku ani undu indiriti shini sinindo andi shini nosni antayo. Ut ora hi siti shokui sonundu bayondo nondais nitishiki yaisia. Huwianandaya kanita tasatu kihanata yanita sayi. Yanatu atashono samondu poriki yayoto soto yoshana sana. Yanasuna shanandi sayatai. As these are codes, light codes for awakening the memory of yourself from within the cellular record, this can illuminate the way of perhaps even hidden histories, shinis ahita wuritis, and to reconnect our awareness of ourself in these different eras, in these different dimensional realms. That is, as I see it, part of the revelation of the truth of this time, of this shift in consciousness, of this expanded perspective where we see ourselves as truly multidimensional and understanding that we have parts of self in these different dimensions. As we are, it's kind of coming across as tying up loose ends, but rather maybe integrating dead ends of looping time Si por kiti soni anta shokumasini shinita sai kihatina, hiandas non tapatayo koashi kiana yani sayoto, ati sayato sinishino sondabara kiata kianiti anta siriti shiritatuk. Your reality as a being of eternal love is the only protection that you need. When you are immersed completely in that presence, that is the only protection that you would require. And the longer that you sit in that presence, the more you understand that you could not possibly need protection. Yanantos nikandayok undu shipis, and those beliefs are building in the world of form structures of separation between your layers of your own self, which in a sense are all of the other people as well that we perceive as others. Shikai aihandas nanesi no shiminta konti kontiayok onanda sana shana kandas nita yanuntu ashana sunta poarit. And this will assist in the process of forgiveness of self and forgiveness of others. Again, it is illuminating the choice that we have. Kinando karitish. There is always a different way to see the world. And as we continue to make those choices for peace within ourselves, to purify our own consciousness, this is reflected in the ease of seeing that same love that we choose to see in ourselves in all others, and to see that when others are choosing fear, they are choosing out of a mistaken belief. There is mind. We are thoughts of God, yes? We are eternal thoughts of God. We don't leave that. When we are making mistaken choices about what we are, we appear to be sleeping. But in reality, as soon as you remember that you are eternal, you just continue. You continue on in perfect peace as you are. That is because we are mistaken about punishment, condemnation, judgment, and death. These are not concepts that exist in the mind of the eternal. This is just in the dream of death. Sininda korikini shinito sonda bayo nushono sondi baiti. Yantu wati sona shinindaita saratokati asanato. Anayani shanakana suta kayayo toai. Inanda sato kondaraki hiti sanaya nakonda. Indata kunasono shunta poana sanandihiti. Ikoyo korayo tondo kinando shonosani. Yando dati shono sombayo tondo hini indi shini kindara kitoko hindarati sayo kuandai. Yanashana tasna dandayaya tasai. Yanduari hita sotuhaya kundos natratot. Andashiritais nandakunindarayayat. Aihita sonoshinindaiti. Ik oarais nashnas nandrato tueit. Nando kunyundo andashna sondaba ora. Aya nashono sonayondo andishinisi. Yando ayo kondo yoshono sondabato shono sonduati. It's coming across as also in the assistance of making the choice to stay in the now and to forgive and to release the past and to not continue to make choices in the present that are going to drag the past into the present to reflect your future. Tisakinandos onoshamota hisaito andashnata andos ohati. And now this is not like the past necessarily that the past would be completely like erased from your memory. It's understanding that the function of forgiveness is such that when you think about the past, it is remembering only the love that was created, because only love is real, and so everything that is not of love is not actually in creation. This is a world of illusions. It is a shared dream. It's a shared delusion. Shinisanando sontohayu shokondaiti kinata anashana dasniti. And so we are not called to judge others, judge ourselves, to continue the illusion. We're called to anchor into this present eternal now and to shine that light, that remembrance that we are all capable of accessing in every moment, to offer that as a light bulb to light up the room so that others may see that they are sleeping, they're just sleeping. We gently say, hello, I remember you for what you really are. I remember myself for what I really am. I'm not going to allow delusions of myself in pain, in suffering, in misconceptions of what I am to continue to perpetuate cycles of suffering. Sananoshana kanisanandokina yatoayo yushoyo kundayina. Yanashuno sanda tokoana kuan dati sinitihayo koari. Yando ato shono yondo amanto ashiti sinindaiti. It's expanding from within you, from every part of within you. The truth of what you are, of your eternal life. And then bringing that perception into each now moment. To let the kingdom or our heaven on earth, the new earth, however you, whatever you like, whatever nomenclature you like to use, that comes from the perception of within yourself. It's not doing anything really necessarily physically in the physical reality, which is illusion. It is bringing it forth from within you in your belief of it already being in existence, because you carry that vibrational set, the code set, which is just a set of patterns of resonant frequencies of form that is coded in love rather than in these lower dimensional sets. Reversal code, which is separation, distortion. Kinandoati shini kindasni tatin daratoko na yo torre hini topihayo shuku hana ini tisinindati andasonondoatish. And remembering there's no punishment for continuing to participate in illusions. There is consequence. The consequence is keeping yourself from your reality, keeping yourself from love, because love is shared. When you separate yourself off from it, you're choosing to remove your awareness of yourself and all others. Self, like capital S self, the life we share. It's also very important to understand that there's very little that we actually have to do except to be willing. The light of the living God is infinite intelligence. You have to claim yourself as one with that light, and then it never leaves. It has never gone anywhere. You are not paying attention to it. We are not paying attention to it. When we shift our perception to it and we say, hello, I am recognizing, I am remembering that I am one with you, then you are met entirely with it, because you have claimed it for yourself. You have claimed that life as yours. And that life is the only thing that is. And so your life in it just resumes as it was. It never stopped. Kinanda sotapoarini, kainoshamondo aini, sotayo koniti sidayosh, satoshi kiana sanandasho koana sonondo asait. So maybe in these days, instead of focusing on all of the different ways that the oppressor or beings that are consumed by their belief in separation and fear, all of the different ways that they are attempting to keep that illusion alive, maybe we focus on all of the infinite innumerable beings that are whispering always the eternal song of truth that is yours to hear, and you can hear it always because it's always singing to you. And in these realms of remembrance, they are calling to you always to bring you home. It is not just beings here on earth who have remembered they are dreaming, and to help assist others to remember they are dreaming, it's in the wind. Angels of air, angels of sunlight, our brothers and sisters of the natural world, the beings of the spirits that are within, all our pets. Yes, the babies. Real babies, children, all is there are bits of remembrance in everything, because this is source creation. All of it is. It is a time of rejoicing. It's our own perception of what is happening now, which is still rooted in the belief in fear, that would tell us that this needs to be difficult. It takes no effort to be what you are, while you still believe in what you are not. It will feel like effort. And that's why I recommend bringing this mindfulness, this choice, this awareness that you always have a choice to choose to see peace, to choose to see this differently, whatever situation you are coming across, and to truly immerse yourself in this presence, because it is yours. Yana yunta sonayun to kunta patayo shinikinda sanashana sinindayayat. Oayo sono andayaya sani. Shantasa to kundatin darakina sanandu kanti. Ando shundu kondas nindritis dayoshi. Santa shana sindarato koratosh. Love being the only reality, being God itself, has no opposite force, has nothing that could come against it. Tatishonas, that is only in the world of dreams that we believe that is possible, and that we allow that belief to overtake us. Shunanzonda ishni dasna kanta kumbai ungayoshnu kunda kinati yandasi atakana tundishni kindayo to atindara to soyat umando andishni dasara torra hai kita onda taya shata sarakaya oatushu kuarkita suta hinantoa nashana sanayani yanandu kanta supa undo ataiti shuisi suta tashara yisara torra haiti sinda sarai undana shanayita korahai yanandu kundahikaya orahitisi yanundata shunuyundu kandisirita. And I say this in all of my videos, but this is multi-dimensional work. Yes, this is different sets of resonant frequencies and patterning, holding information that we have forgotten here, that we have not had in our awareness in this set of dimensions, this reality matrix, or whatever you resonate with it being. So we're allowing ourselves to be immersed in this grace, to release the pressure of needing to understand by old means of understanding, or I guess you could say maybe material world ways of understanding. This is opening up to more. I don't see it as higher. I see, as we expand, that it's just more. It's more in all directions, seeing in all directions. It's further in, infinitely in, and it's further out, and those are both the same, and they are happening in all of the directions. So you're just accessing more, because you're allowing more of your reality of love, of creation, that has no boundaries or limits in between. There's nothing discrete about it, that you're just gently opening yourself and extending yourself into where those vibrational reality sets are already in existence. And you're both expanding, you're both drawing it into this realm, and simultaneously expanding this realm into new ancient, sometimes people say, newness, Yes? But it's best not to try to focus too much on the physics of it, because it's kind of beyond our understanding with our material ways we understand, which is sort of the point of these meditations. You will see, but it's my hope that sitting in these spaces together, I share the vision with you that it comes forth from within you. It's not necessarily how I am seeing it as Eva, but providing this space of grace, this illumination space where I am expanding I am offering my expansion to include where you are already expanded, because you're already there. So when you allow yourself to enter into this space, you're essentially just hooking back up to your own. It's not my personality self doing anything. It's your allowance of, you know, except for the fact that I believe it and I'm offering it here. You know, it's time for us all to understand that we have the power. Each one of us has the same access to the divine. We might perceive that in different ways, and some of us started doing it earlier than others, but that's irrelevant. We all have the same access, and in whichever way you are connecting is beautiful, and that is up to you. There's no wrong way or right way to connect to the divine, and we live in you know, a world of many different of completely different and unique states of perception. So you don't have to try to do it like anyone else. You don't have to try in any way to have it be anything except a moment, and an ever expanding moment of the deepest love and peace. And when you ask, it is given. Ask and know that it is already yours. And it's always given. It is never denied to you. As I said, God, source, creation, whatever word you like to use, it's always on. It's never off. There's nothing outside of it. It's our remembrance of what we are is the revelation of the truth of what is really happening. When we start to introduce control, wanting to know, attaching to information, you're not doing it maliciously, right? But you are kind of cordoning it off such that, okay, that's what that means, and it can only be that. Try not to do that. Try to really allow the barriers to just go, and allow it to come forward and to expand in potentially unimaginable forms, because that's really what it looks like. It is a very exciting time. It's a time of reunion with love. It's a time of reunion with every being, which is yourself. It's a reunion with yourself as you are in perfect love, that you don't have to carry around all of the pain that you have experienced forever. You deserve the expansion of love that you are. You deserve that experience. That is your birthright. That is your inheritance. That is your heritage. It's love. Kia shuni. Minta tushni tua ini kana. Sita tuhorihi. Tio soni kontapana. Yanda shuru. Sunta ini. Tantara korahata. Sayo toshikia ni tantas nato shoyo porahati. Yana shunu sontahini kinya. Very, very beautiful. And often when we have experience of seeing the world for the illusion it is, while we're still healing, we don't want to be here sometimes. Yes, we feel like it's all gross and we don't want to be a part of it anymore. I think a helpful shift in perception for those moments is to say, How grateful am I to be walking this earth and to have all of these opportunities to meet myself in love. How grateful I am to have the opportunity to choose love for the expansion of love for everyone in this realm and for myself, of which I am inextricably a part. How wonderful it is to meet myself in love and to offer that choice by my own choosing. It's not necessarily by telling anybody anything. It's by your own choosing. Do you make that? It's like being written into the record, speaking it into existence. Your choosing of it by your vibrational configuration of the choice, it changes everything in the field. It recodes. And so you make that available. If others see you and they are inspired, that's incredibly beautiful. But we are not all called to that kind of public service. And that's cool. That's beautiful. Again, it's not so much about what you're physically doing. It's about how you're doing it and choosing to do it in love. I think that's gorgeous. Yes. And you're so loved. And there's so many beings that are just incredibly proud of you for, even if you don't feel like you remember, or you don't understand, or you don't think this is for you, and you find it very difficult to escape the illusion. You have remembered just a little bit, and that little bit is all that is required for expansion. Just that little bit of you that knows that it's home has the power to illuminate everything. Nothing can stop that once it's begun. And I think we'll end it there. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today. This was so incredibly beautiful, and I'm always so grateful for the opportunity to talk with you all and to share this just gorgeous energy. It looks like it's like dancing forms, dancing colors, seeing music. It's just the most incredibly beautiful space to be and with you all, and I see you all as you are, and it's so beautiful, and I'm just so grateful that the opportunity to do this is in my life. So thank you all for being a part of it. If you feel like you need extra assistance at this time, you can check out my website, which is linked in the description. It's also just my full name, evanebbia.com. And you can book your one-on-one session there, but there's also some recordings or personal recordings, or if you want to do it remotely, just feel free to email me, or there's a little contact box on the site. Also, if you want healing done for your pets, or if you have children who are multidimensionally perceiving and you feel like they need a little support, that is an area of my work that I am expanding very strongly into. Also healing for your children as well, if you want to do that remotely. That is very, very powerful. So I love you all. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day.